Good morning. Good day again, everybody. That's right. That's right. Back in effect. I know it's been a long time. We shouldn't have left you. But guess what? We have another amazing business owner that's going to be joining our conversation today. We put the call out. We said, hey, if you are interested in coming on to this, that you support your community, we want to talk to you, especially given the fact that it is a small business Saturday. Good morning. Hey,
Good
Charles.
morning. Can you hear me?
What? I can hear you. Yes,
Can you hear me through the mic?
I can. And I'm loving the background. I feel like we're in the studio right now.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. We're in the podcast studio. Hold on, let me have a little sound difficulties. Hold on, let me
Go ahead. Go ahead. Do that,
do a
producer.
little sound check. Hello?
Greetings.
Okay. All right, so yeah, what's going on, everybody?
Hello, everybody. Our Coco community. Please meet our great Coco King, our great brother, Mr. Charles Maddox. I tagged
How
him
y'all doing?
below. How are you today, sir?
I'm doing good, I'm doing good. It's nice to meet y'all.
Awesome. First off,
All
can
right.
I just say I
We got love.
love the hair. I love the twist. Now, are you locking your hair or you just keep it like
Yeah,
in a
I'm locking it.
twisted style? What we got going on?
No, I'm locking it now. This is like I had it done twice so far. Um, yeah, so it's just a journey, but yeah, I'm locking it. It's just a
Got
journey.
it.
So it's looking a
Oh,
little rough, but
no. I like it. It looks very professional, but it definitely is giving me natural hair. And so
100%.
one of our I love it. So one of our Coco moms, Elle, she actually is a natural hair care lista, if you would. And so she does a lot of great things as it relates to hair. She also is locked. As you can see, I'm locked. And then we have our CBT Coco mom who was joining us earlier. She's also locked. So we love natural hair. We love the intentionality behind it.
Right.
Even one of the major brands that supports our movement, Lock Queens Rock, she actually does a contest, like a pageant, every year where she showcases different styles and things like that. So no,
Right.
we love the whatever way you choose to garnish your crown. Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good
Hey,
evening, depending
Kamara.
on where you are. Depending on where you are. Hey,
What's
Kavera,
up?
how are you? So this morning, usually on Saturdays, and I prefaced this conversation before, right? But usually on Saturdays, we oftentimes talk about self-care. We do our self-care check-in, one, because it's the end of the week. And so usually it's been a very eventful week, not in a
Right.
negative way, could be
Right.
some good things, could be some challenging things, but it's the end of the week and most times we tired. So we like to take a minute to kind of check in and say, what are some of the ways that you practice self-care, or what are some of your self-care practices?
Yeah.
But it's also Black Business Month. So we're also taking this day to lift up our Black-owned businesses, our small business owners, and indifferent, to make sure that we showcase all of the resources that are available to our communities and why they should be taking advantage of these resources. Is that fair?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Definitely.
So first question, do you have any self-care practices?
Yeah, no, I don't really have no self care practice to be honest. The best thing I can say I do for self care is go to sleep sometimes when I want to. Sometimes I probably just I work a lot or
Uh,
double shift, but like every once in a while I'll be like I need to get some sleep, so I'll sleep. But really, no, I probably the opposite. I probably need to be listening more than talking about that.
I love that. But that we appreciate that transparency, because the reality is we don't, especially for us small business owners, Black business owners.
Right.
We are grinding sun up to sundown because we are just looking to make the connections happen, looking to
Right.
grow the business, looking to gain the visibility. And I was reading a book by Damon Johns called Rise and Grind that he put out a few years ago. And he was talking about how he would literally travel on almost a weekly basis from LA to New York, like so often. So
Mm.
often. burning the candle at both ends. He would, do meetings in LA because they're 4 hours behind, but then catch a red eye and be right back in New York because we're ahead. And so, keeping those types of hours can definitely be draining on you. So I am glad that you say that you do try to make sure you get some sleep in. So
Yeah, that's the best I can do right now. I'm
we'll
trying to get
take it.
some. Yeah, I'm getting. I'm definitely into. I'm moving towards like trying to focus more into like getting back healthy, like working out again. I used to work out. My diet is probably the first thing. When I get a chance to like working on
Hmm.
self care, I just want to really 100% get down on my diet. That's a big
That's
one for
good.
me.
Because it
I
is.
have
It's
to practice it.
90% nutrition. It's 90% nutrition, 10% working out now. And that was one of the things that made me start my health journey, be more intentional about optimizing my health a few months ago. And even what caused me to
Can't do that part again.
pursue health coaching.
Right.
So I love it. I love it. All right. So that being said, for those of you who are tuning in, good morning, Minds Over Matter.
Mine's
Appreciate
over
it.
there. What's
Hello,
up?
hello, hello
How y'all
to
doing?
everybody tuning in. We are here
What's
with
up,
Mr.
Paris?
Charles Maddox. He is tagged below. He is the man with the master plan. If you follow his social media at all, you see he and his team are extremely intentional. But I can't do it justice. Tell the people. Well, first off, I was going to say this. If y'all have any self-care tips, please drop them below.
Right.
As you can see, Charles is looking for some ways to increase his self-care tips and resources. So please drop them below if you have any self-care tips and things that
Right.
you use. All right. That being said, Charles, can you please share for us? Tell us about what it is that you do, your business, and what are some of the highlights of your business and what you do for us.
Okay. So first, thank you for having me on this show. Thanks for joining. Adding me to your live, and for us to have this chance to talk, and for me to share a little bit about what I got going on and what I want to offer. So thank you. Um,
You
so
are so
yeah.
welcome. Thank you for coming.
Right. So yeah. So name of my company is SSEMBLY Digital Marketing. I'm a digital marketer by study, and I do web design by trade. Right. That's something I kind of start self learning how to do after learning digital marketing. Um, So as my company is designed to help small businesses and entrepreneurs get online and help them get their brand started in the fastest, easiest, most simple, plain language kind of way, right? So I'm specifically targeting people that aren't web developers and people that don't have large teams behind them to run a website and stuff like that. I'm building something that's cost effective for our audience. I'm building something that works and is guaranteed to get the job done the right way. But also, it happens fast enough that most of us as entrepreneurs, we still got that passion in us. By the time our website and our business is out there, the goal is to take you from idea to exactly what you need to get online and start making income and building a business and stuff. So that's just one of the things that we focus
Ah,
on mostly is with our website program. But other than that, we do offer a podcast, branded social media profiles that come along so that you can scale your brand with your website. We also website management, ads, stuff like that. But the main thing we're doing right now that we're trying to focus on is the websites because I feel like as an entrepreneur, I know what we need. I knew one of the first things I needed, and this is one of the fastest ways to help all entrepreneurs and small businesses go from idea or somebody trying to do it out their back room. But once you get a website, it's real. Like every business is the same size on the internet.
yeah,
So
yeah. And I think, and I don't know if you agree, but over this last year, especially with how COVID impacted us and our need for more of a digital presence, especially a website, I think that has taken the need to a greater level. And I just want to lift up what
right,
Organic K said,
I agree.
never allow yourself to be so busy that you cannot listen and hear what your body and spirit is trying to communicate with you. That is an awesome self-care tip. I'm taking that tip myself. So
Right,
thank you
yeah,
so much
repost
for
that.
that. And here's the thing to the point that's being made in that tip, that's true because if you aren't clear of mind, you may not realize that you need to have a website. You may be like, oh, well, I'm good. I got my Facebook page. But talk
But you
about it,
still need
Charles.
a
Like,
website.
what's the difference? Like, talk to those people who are like, well, I got my Facebook page, I got my Instagram page, I got my Twitter.
Nah, see, that's the thing. Digital marketing is not just a website, right? So digital marketing really is a way of thinking, right? Okay, so digital marketing helps you understand the internet and the way things work digitally, right? And the way it's helping move and shape our economy going forward, right? So you take those skills and you can pick things within that field. So in the medical field, you have a doctor, then you might have a nurse, you might have somebody who's specifically a surgeon, but they're all in the medical field. So as a digital marketer, I'm in the medical field. However, what I'm doing specifically is whatever tools we try to do. So building a website is just one of the things we can offer. And it's the reason why we offering it first is because I know it's one of the things most important for any business. It doesn't matter where you are in your process. I've done websites for people that have been in business for over 20 years and they never had a legitimate website. And then they get the website and then it changes their whole momentum. They're not waiting on foot traffic. They're not looking for customers, people looking for them. Plus they already got the reputation from being around 20 years. All we got to do is tell people that. Now you got your head and tails above the game. But like websites and podcasts are just tools that I chose to use my skills to develop because I know us as entrepreneurs need, right? I know that we don't want to spend $5,000 on a WordPress website when we still trying to develop our clothing line. We only got a few pieces right now. We still got like a few of the candles that I'm trying to make, right? It just websites is the first thing that can help make your business real. I feel like when you get a website, you feel like, okay, now it's legitimately time for me to start putting more time into this. I don't just go home and sit there for an hour and do something. No, like I'm on the internet. I got people trying to Google me. I got people trying to do business with me from all over the world at any time. So people take it a lot more serious, even if you aren't at that go for it stage. It just doesn't compare with anything else that can really be the first thing that make your business real.
You know what? A lot of things that you said resonated with me. All true. All true. And especially as it relates to taking your brand seriously. And so one of the things that I remember reading just in my research about, okay, when do I start a website? And it was like, honestly, as soon as you have your brand established and not necessarily as soon as you have all the followers, right? Because you want to have a place for them to go. It's like, go ahead and get your business going on your website. It doesn't matter if it's just a service, right? Because I think that's another common misconception is, oh, well, I'm service driven, so I don't really need a website. But
Nope,
what
you
you're
need a
doing is a
website probably
service.
more. Like
Thank you.
you got to think about it. The first thing you need when you provide a service in order to really drive customer action is trust. And one of the best ways you're gonna get that trust is online, right? And it's probably you get that one-on-one interaction on social. But then after that, where they want to actually make a purchase at?
Yeah.
Where they gonna actually keep? Okay, so where they gonna actually keep up? So when I go from Philly as a brand, SSEMBLY Digital Marketing, I open up my first office here, right? And then we go to North Carolina. Unless they're following me on Instagram, they're not gonna know about my business. But everybody who looks for a website, searches website builders on Google, can still have the ability to pop up relevantly, right? So I'm not just popping up to me, I'm popping up to people that's specifically looking for keywords that's in my website or that my services that I offer. So now I'm not just so when you got a product, you could sell a product anywhere. Product are that's a hand over fist kind of money, right? So I put money in, I spend $20, I sell it for 40. It's an instant transaction. The service is you got to constantly nurture that brand. You got to constantly build trust. You got to constantly show transparency by putting out consistent content. You got to constantly do these things to continue to build your brand. This is the only thing that is going to help you scale as a service. If you have a service-based business like me, it doesn't matter how good my product is. The moment I stop marketing myself, being one-on-one and building relationships with people is the moment my money stops, right? Because anybody can build a website. The difference is why, right? The difference is anybody can do your hair. You will go to the person you go to because of why, not because of anything else they do, because it's other good people. And it might be other good people that might be cheaper, but you might pay more for your person because why? Not because of anything else to do, but it's the why. It's because I like this person, how they make me feel. When they do my hair, they give me great customer service. You never know, but it's never the product that really makes me come back or spend money with you, right? So if you got a service-based business, one of the best things you can do is get online and start building those relationships.
You know what? And as someone who has had many years in customer experience development, and now even pivoting some of the services that we offer on the business that I launched a few years ago, Milestone Pros, customer experience is everything. And it is what keeps people coming back. When people talk about retention, they're like, oh, how do I keep customers? Give them a great experience. Sometimes we overcomplicate it and we under deliver And it's the basics for a lot of people. It's the net promoter. You know, would you recommend this to anybody else, this service? Those are the things that you can capture through digital marketing, through
Right.
digital engagement, which is what your
Right.
company does.
Right. Exactly. That's all.
I
That's
love
all.
that.
That's all we about. We literally, the whole goal of our business is to help entrepreneurs and small businesses get online and get online the right way. Right. And
Okay.
we trying to take away all the misconceptions. All the when people start thinking of digital marketing, websites, social media marketing, or marketing a business at all, building a brand, they start seeing the huge brands in the head and where they're trying to get to, right?
It's
And they get
overwhelming
that in
too.
between, and that's really what stops people. That's why it's kind of like, you hear me say like, go for it, because like at some point that'd be the only thing that'd be like a line that you got to cross, and the only thing that you crossing is whether or not you want to go for it or not, because it's happening, it's time, right? And a lot of people get to that point in their mind. Like, I'm an entrepreneur. I've been an entrepreneur since I was like 6 years old. I used to take my
Yeah.
stepdad. I used to work at a candy factory. He used to bring his candy home, big boxes, like 1 or 2 a day or whatever, and they start stacking up over time. I would go in there and take like 3 out of this box, 4 out of that box, and because they had a whole bunch of boxes, so I had a whole bunch of candy. If I only took a little bit, and I was hustling. I mean, that's just how I was since a child. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm a true entrepreneur. I know that we have ideas, and if we don't act on them right, if we don't get on them fast enough, or we don't be able to have somebody that sees our vision and can make that real in the amount of time that we feel like we can act on it, then it'll go away. Or we sit on it, or we overthink it. Next thing you know, we've been working on this project for 2 years or a year, and they ain't done nothing yet. We ain't make no money. You done got 30
Yeah.
logo designs. You done got 50 different products. Now you only got 2. You went back up to 20.
Right.
That's what happens. So my business is all about saying, hey, I did the work already. I love digital marketing so much that I study this when I'm in my free time. I watch Steve Jobs when people watching Netflix, because that's
Yeah.
what makes me excited. That stimulates my brain, right? So this is a real life thing for me. So when you come to me, my whole goal is to say, hey, let me talk about your business. Talk to me a little bit about your business, and I'll do the rest. Like, I know what needs to be on a website. I know user experience. I know what needs to work. I know that if you have a service, you need a way people to contact you, right? If you're doing roofing, I don't really need to know all you need to know about roofing. I just need to know about the industry and what specifically you do that's different. Because then you match the industry stuff, because you got to do this, that. It's kind of common sense. It's my job to know all of this. So that's what we
Yeah.
offer. We say, hey, I'll do this. I know what you do. You tell me about what you do, and I'll go do what I do. And I'll build you something that you do. And, we'll meet in the middle. And then revisions, you get to check it out, see what you
I love
like, make
it.
changes. And that's the simplest thing you're going to do. And I'm marketing myself on social because I don't want you to just buy from a company. We humans
Yeah.
using digital technologies
Yeah.
to help, not some internet company that you look at and you feel like, who's on the other side of it. No, I want
Yeah.
people to feel like they
It's
always know.
personal. It's
Right. When you come on
personalization
here and you do
involved.
business, you know that even if you ever had to, you can go see me or one of my team members, or contact us on social, or hit us on the phone. Like, we want to be the real life digital marketing company. You know what I mean?
And let me tell y'all, they are extremely responsive, okay? Because in the quick moment that I reached out, once I saw, and I got introduced to you through Auntie Sod,
Right.
I saw that there was I think you had worked on a website or did some digital work for her as well,
Right.
in some capacity, got connected. And so I'm constantly trying to look to connect with, again, those who are exceptional and operating in excellence in their strength. So I'm a huge fan of the book Strength Finder. Like you, my passion is absolutely with helping small businesses. And for me, my lane is around PR, around public relations,
Right.
around gaining that branding exposure from that side. So even my mentor that I work with, who helps to kind of stimulate different options, she used to be the PR agent for Donda West, Kanye West's mom, and she's done a lot of PR work with Trey Songz's mom. And so one of
Okay.
the things
That's
that she
cool.
said to me, yeah, but see, here's the thing. One of the things that she shared with me is the importance of connecting with your purpose. And so what you said resonated with me so much, and I'm sure others who will either watch this live or the playback. You said that you even, like, you eat, sleep, breathe the digital marketing experience. And like you said, it is not just a thing. Like,
No.
this is a lifestyle. This is an opportunity to, so you want to work with someone. I'm talking to the people listening in now. You want to work with somebody who, this is not just, oh, I do this, because I think I'm good at it, right? There's an intersection that my pastor usually talks about between purpose meets passion and what I'm good at. And the trap is that sometimes people find themselves is, oh, I'm good at this, right? but they're not passionate and it's not their purpose. So
Right.
it never works. So what I hear you saying is you're taking that intersection of where your purpose and your passion aligned with what you're great at, and now you want to go and help others manifest that same thing from a digital perspective. Did I
100%.
kind of get it?
You got it
Okay.
100%. You got it, like, that's
Yes.
exactly, and you broke it down in a great way. Like, that's kind of how I got here. Like, like I said, I've been an entrepreneur, but as an entrepreneur, sometimes you get a lot of ideas. You bounce around from stuff to see what you like. You win some, you lose some, and from all the skills that I like, I mean, I've been drawing since I was a young child. Right, I play the drums. I love music. I mean, I got a tattoo of music, but I don't sing or do nothing. But people like you say, like, no, I just love music. I'm like, I got so many different things, right, that I were tried at some point, I loved and stuff like that. So then when I started getting into digital marketing, all it did was teach me how to understand how to monetize or how to market or how to make it into a business, right? That's all it did to teach me how to say, oh, and any idea I have, once you know marketing, you know how to market your business. It doesn't matter, right? So it just gave me the tools to do whatever I wanted to do, whatever skills I developed, right? So now that I do websites, it keeps me from getting bored because I'm an entrepreneur. I pick up on stuff fast. I'm pretty smart. And if I get, redundant tasks, it's going to get me bored. But with websites, every single time I meet somebody new, I'm meeting a new person, I'm meeting a new business, I'm learning about a new business. The first thing you do when you build a website is market research. So I'm learning about you, I'm learning about your business, your industry, your products. So it's like, it keeps me interested while doing the same thing. But then you got podcasts that's also like therapy for, I feel like I'm offering podcasts because I think it's a dope way to market and connect and to offer something that you have to say. But I really feel like podcasts is like therapy for, I feel like it's therapy for our community. I feel like we can get a lot of people to start doing podcasts. Maybe some of these people will put down those rapper mics and pick up some podcast mics and start talking about some of that stuff instead of trying to rap like you trying to kill everybody when you really just want to get some stuff off your chest. Maybe you can learn that you don't have to be the hottest rapper in the world to make $1 million. You can actually just be good at talking about what you've been through, and you can still make the same money and be dope for it. I mean, podcasts offer so much, and that's like another thing I'm gonna get on when we get onto that marketing plan. But like, because there's so many different aspects of what we do for this business, like, so I don't want to lose nothing. But yeah, hey, what's going on? Who's that?
Hey.
I went ahead and sent out the bat signal
Okay.
to get our Coco mom, our Coco queen down there in the DMV area, T
Hey, I
Pearson
see the
of the T
dreads. What's going
Pearson
on? Them locks
experience.
is
I
hot.
told you. See, I
They
told you
purple.
we dread life. We dread life here.
Yeah, them
So
is hot.
Right.
Yeah.
Joy, let me
we
turn my
are
head back the
I
right
got a
way.
couple months to catch y'all up.
look. We got
What
you
we
in
got a
there?
newbie? Let me see.
Yes.
Oh, you doing okay? What you got? A
Uh-huh.
couple months in? About 3 months?
Yeah, this is like my second twist, so I'm gonna get it twist probably today. So
That's right. Come on.
Welcome.
Yes. And so what we have just been so enlightened by, thanks to Charles Maddox, digital marketing strategist, we are
Hey.
definitely going to be seeing him on like the Forbes, the C
That's the
News
goal.
Net, the
Yeah.
Market Watch. We're going to be seeing him on all of that because what he was just sharing, T, and you and I both know because from a passion perspective, what he was just saying is that he took his passion for being able to help businesses grow, specifically those who may not have the mountains of monetary resources like some of those major brands to get their digital marketing presence seen. So he's taking these small businesses and helping them to get online. But it's not just a business for him. This is where his passion connected with what he's great at and his purpose. And so
Hey,
you
sound
can
like a
hear
line
it.
to me.
Listen, you can hear it. So we were just about to get into maybe like some tips that you could share with those people who maybe did their own website, right? So that was definitely me. Now we hired someone to help us get CocoLife.Black off the floor. But what I learned through that process is like there's different stages that sometimes web developers hold. So, where you might think, oh, this person's going to start it and maintain it and keep it and all of that. Some are just like, oh, no. I'm just going to create it. And then, you got to find somebody else to maintain it.
Well, see, that's
So,
Right.
yeah. Let me touch on that real quick because actually what I'm about to start doing next week. Now that I got my team, like I had to stop. Ever since the Saul thing, I had to take a break. I didn't really want to take everybody's order. I had to slow down everything because I realized I had to get my house in order and get my team together so that we could actually do this the right way, right? I didn't want to do that. So what we did also was we started getting our content together so that we could post consistently without us coming on our time because we kind of small still. We got other tasks. So I was about to start posting some stuff
You're kind of
about
really low. Is he low to you?
excuse me. Am
Uh-uh.
I, I'm low to you? Am I low to you? Oh, I'm
Wait, try
probably
to
low.
pivot off and pivot back. That's what I had to do earlier today with you and Nina too. I had to like come
Well,
off and then
okay.
come back. Don't
I
leave
bet.
out, but just yeah, go to another app and then come back. Like
Okay.
toggle to another app and come back.
Right, right.
Because sometimes that kind of happens where the sound kind of adjusts.
Yeah.
Does it sound
Can you hear
better?
me now?
Sorry.
Okay.
I
Okay,
wanted to
cool.
make sure I could hear what you were saying. I'm sorry.
Right, for sure. All right, so yeah, so I was saying that to say because we about to start putting out some content with a lot of these question type answer kind of content because I get a lot of questions, a lot of similar questions from people since I got the lot of followers. So I want to touch on that. So I ain't gonna lie. So the question was, could you repeat the question because I've never
Yeah,
took it
no,
down.
that's fine.
It's
What the question is like sometimes we will look for a web designer, right? And so we're thinking that
oh
we're
yeah, it was
getting
web
the
management. Oh yeah,
yes,
cool. So look,
yes.
so it's two different processes, right? So you got somebody who's gonna build your website, and then you're gonna have that same team or anybody else to manage the website, right? So
Mm-hmm.
when you get somebody to create a website, they building you something, right? Managing it long term. Okay, so it's like a house builder. Your website is literally a house on the internet. Technically, it's real estate on the internet, right? So when you
Okay.
get a house built, that person who built your house don't got to come here and clean it up. They ain't got to come here and make sure your trash taken out. That's your house. So that's your website. You own that. I can't make money on it. I can't, you can't do it because I built your piece. That's pretty much the simplest way for people to just accept it. But so
Wow.
what that happens, that's called website management. Now, if you want me to go in every month and go back and edit your site, that's called website management. That's two different things. What I offer with my company, because like I said, my goal is to help us. I know entrepreneurs. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm still starting from the muscle. I know what we need, and I know the skills I have. And if I can build a big enough team, we can have a really impact on helping a lot of people do this, right? So what we do is we offer 60 days of free web management after you get a website from us. I know for a fact what kind of website I build. I know what platform I use and why, and I know how long and what you should need to get off and running and be able to manage your website. So I build specifically on Squarespace for that reason. It's easy for us to build, but not only that, most importantly, it's easy for you guys to manage. You get a WordPress website, you're gonna need a team. Period.
Okay.
Like I've been doing
Okay.
this for a while. I've been working for companies that have teams, work from other developers. I've done plenty of stuff in this space. You're gonna need a team unless you're a web developer, right? So we
Okay.
build on Squarespace so that we can turn it over to you and it's easy for you to manage, right? So even for the next 60 days, you're like, hey, I was about to add a picture, but it was like a little bit difficult. Then you call me or text me up or one of my team members, and we'll help you out through the process. And if you can't get it, we'll go ahead and do it for you, right? But by the
Okay.
time you do that, you move a picture one time, that's once. Now, if you move a picture again in another week in another page, you only got to do it 2-3 times. It's only 3 clicks on the button. I
Right.
specifically build on here, and I build your website so that it is easy for you. And when I show you them 3 clicks, you do it once or 2 times. Next thing you know, you picking up 2 months. You can run a blog, you can add products and stuff, and you still got us only a phone call away. It might not be management, but if I build your website, that's what I'm human. You hit me up on the
Yeah.
gram under my picture and say, hey, yo, something wrong with my site, and I know I don't, just hit me up. Like, I just need to ask you a question. Okay, I'm gonna call you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's to be a human company. And as we get bigger, we're gonna still stay like that. The goal is to eventually
Yep.
have agents that have a certain amount of clients. As we get bigger, so if my company got 100 clients, well, each agent might have just 10 clients. And then we get 10
Right.
more clients, guess what? I need to hire another agent. And
Hire
we get
another
10
agent.
more, I
Yeah.
need to hire another agent. So that way, people can always be like, hey, I got this website. That's my whole business. This business
Yeah.
might be running all the money to my business. If this go down,
Yeah.
I might have 2-3 days with no money and I can't pay my agent. This is important. This job
Yeah.
that I do is literally like something that you do all night. Just somebody might have to go to the hospital in the middle of the night, but somebody might have a site running in 10 grand a day and they've been down and they just crashed. That's important to
Yeah.
somebody's business. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we do website management after that for 60 days because we're just trying to make sure that everybody is taken care of. They know how to do what they do, but we build on Squarespace because it makes it easy if we there or not.
So you can self-manage kind of after that. So, I mean, teaching people how to fish is important. I mean, that's a major
Exactly.
piece as well. So any other tips that you would give as it relates to a brand's digital marketing presence,
What you
especially
doing right
along the
now?
lines of what you do?
Consistency. Look.
Mhm.
You can. Let's think about it. Fashion Nova took over the industry, and they did it all on
Yep.
social media. All you need is a
Quick, quick,
website to take the
quick.
money, social media,
Quick.
tell people about your products. Like that's literally the two things you need to make like you can make Fashion Nova is one of the biggest brands in the world now. Your favorite artist wear Fashion Nova
Right.
on Instagram.
Yeah.
Like they looking for those deals. They brag about those deals with Fashion Nova in their song, but they the same clothes and price ranges like Rainbow that somebody probably will get shamed for, right? Okay, cool. It's because of
Yep.
branding and marketing. It's about how they take over that industry when you already had somebody putting out clothes for years at the same price point with the same style. Well, that's the difference in marketing. All you need is somewhere to take the money, somewhere to market your product. So like what you're doing right now, you on here doing a live, no matter how many people join, no matter, you already know the game. You already know how it works. After we done this, we're gonna post it. You gonna post it, I'm gonna post it. We might put it on a clip on Reels, we might put a clip on YouTube, we might put a clip on Twitter. Now we content pillar. We didn't turn this one piece of content now to how many more, right? And so that every day somebody
Yeah.
come see you, they see more and more content. All they need is, if you say today you're a podcast host and you got one of the best podcasts in the world, they might be like, but in 5 years, you still got that podcast merch on and you still talking about that podcast and you still going live every day, they're going to be like, oh, no, that's the girl that do the podcast. It's about consistency. That's what a brand is. A brand is expectation. That's all a brand is people, when you think of Nike, I expect to get some nice shoes. When I wear Gucci, I expect to feel expensive. It's expectation.
Yeah. That
Woo!
is awesome. I love that. A brand is an expectation. That's dope.
Woo!
Love that.
Woo!
Love that
Hey,
quote.
the
I'm
way
gonna
he broke down that
yo.
website as a house,
Yes. Yes.
I'm visual.
It's where your information lives.
Visual, right.
Man, he said, and you know, that same person ain't coming to clean your house. And I was like, that is
Yep.
true.
Yep. Yep.
Right.
That's a good
That's so
analogy, brother. I hope you use that all the time because I
yes.
got it.
Yep.
Right.
I
That's
got
why
it.
I use that little analogy when I'm trying to teach other people to build websites. I break it down into like a page because like that's all a website is, just a series of pages. It's actually pretty simple. It just if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't, because it's all thinking. People think that when you can move the little pieces around on one of those easy things, like that has nothing to do with building a website. That's called using a platform. That is not building a website is from here. It's about having goals and accomplishing stuff. So if you build out a website like a house, you got 5 pages where I offer specific stuff so that people can't get confused. I know what businesses need as a small business. You don't need
Yeah.
all the stuff you think. I want this and I want that. No, you don't. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna offer you. I'm gonna offer you 5 pages. You're gonna get a shop. You're
Yes.
gonna get an about. You're gonna get contact. You're gonna get a home. You got 1 free page if you want to go crazy. Okay. But the rest of these are what you need to make your business run and show up on Google properly. So I'm gonna give you this stuff and I'm gonna give it to you at a price that you don't have to worry about. If I'm gonna say, oh, I'm gonna consultate you first, and then I'm gonna see how many stuff, and then I'm gonna come back to you with some crazy weird thing that I gotta figure out how to know. You know how much it is. It's $500. It's gonna take me this long, and it's
Yeah.
5 pages, right? And I
Yeah.
know you're gonna get the 5 pages. I'm gonna tell you exactly what they are, and then you break those pages down. So now it's easy for me to build everybody's website. Oh, you do hair? You'll need about pages, tell people about who you are, your services. You need contact so they can contact you, shop so they can find your merch or anything else you're selling. Your homepage to lead them to all them other pages, and probably a gallery, right? So I don't
Yeah.
need you to tell me a lot. Just give me an Instagram. Send me a
Yeah.
little paragraph about who you are. Now I can go on Instagram, see all the pictures that you post about your hair. Thanks, I got content. I'll do the rest. I can go look at some of the stuff you wrote. Okay, I'll
Yeah.
look at that.
Wow.
Now I push you out something that I built what you needed. I built something that's
Yeah.
gonna drive revenue. I built something that's gonna
Right. I
build
like
your
him too,
brand.
Right.
kid.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's this pretty. It's kind of simple when you break it down. To me.
Well,
But
but it's simple because of how you broke it down. I mean, I think
Right.
you just probably removed a lot of people's anxiety around it. One, around
Definitely
even
mine.
the thought of getting someone, right? Because the first thing is like, oh, well, I could just do it myself because I can't afford it. But you just dispelled that myth, which is like, yeah, let's find out a way for you to build this into
Business support. Yeah.
your budget because you need it. And this is why you need it. You almost can't afford not to have a website.
yeah, that's
And
what
you
I'm gonna
can't
do.
afford for it not to be set up the way it's designed. Now,
Yeah.
there is something that you mentioned. Well, this is something that I just became familiar with, and you may be aware of it. I don't know. But it hit a lot of the people that I know who do websites by storm. So we just found out through an unfortunate situation that there are accessibility requirements that have to
Yeah.
be met on each website.
Right.
And so while there's governmental agencies out there like the ADA
Mhm.
who says that the websites must meet a lot of these requirements, because it's so ambiguous, it's hard to really kind of know that you are and what it is outside of like
Right.
putting up a general statement. But
Right.
what's happening is that there's a lot of law firms who are praying
Targeting.
and
Yeah.
targeting
Right.
different businesses, not all businesses, there's
What's up,
certain ones.
Ishma?
Hey, Isha.
Hey,
But there's certain
what's up, Isha?
law firms that are targeting these businesses to try to get them caught up in litigation because they're saying their sites are not meeting these requirements.
Right.
So it's like, what do you do when you're kind of hit
When I face with
with this
that,
information?
when I face with that,
Yeah.
I laugh at them in their face.
Uh,
I laugh at
Hey.
them and tell them that I'm in this industry. Like, you gotta tell somebody I'm not in the industry. Like, dude, if I'm not up to standard, I'll take a look, and it'll take me 2 seconds to fix it. If it don't take
yeah.
me 2 seconds to fix it, I'll build a new site in 2 hours. Now what? Like, I'm not even about
Wow.
to waste my time with it. If my client ever had an issue like that, what, this site, it's not up there no more. See you in the day. New site. Try that one out. Like, I mean, I'm not playing about my clients.
Yes.
I do this, and that's what I want to. I mean, because those it be this technical stuff that sounds difficult. It's like a lawyer. They sound all this stuff that sound difficult. Bro, you
Yeah.
really human, bro. You saying the same stuff I'm saying. You just saying it differently, right? I don't know.
Right.
I don't know the laws and stuff, so I don't understand it. But same stuff. I know what I'm talking about. So you ain't gonna hit me with no accent. If you build on the right platform, that pretty much is taken care of. When you get WordPress again, that is so many options. It is built for so not small businesses and entrepreneurs, not built for us. So when you get into that, it's so much stuff you got to add on to that. Then you got to deal with it. Probably most people dealing with developers overseas. Probably don't even know our language. Probably don't know what we really trying to per se when we say we want something that look like this or that does this. They probably don't even get our whole, because even in the English language, the way I say a word can change a meaning. You know what I'm saying? If I say hey, or if I say hey, it's 2 different words. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't even get that. And that's important for a website builder. I'm about to build your vision out of your brain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's important for us to understand and know that information so that if somebody come at
Me
us with
too,
that,
Key.
but if
I'm
it's built,
so
I'll build on Squarespace. I'll build on
Right.
sites that's already designed to take care of all those small tasks and then give them to people so that we ain't got to, like, we not trying to be the world's best. Let me tell you something. I'm not trying to build nobody the world's best website. Let's go ahead and put that out. I'm
Okay.
going to build you the best solution for your business. You a hairdresser,
that
I know
part.
you need to be seen when people in your area search for hair. I know that people need to know your prices, how to get in touch with you, book
Yeah.
appointments. I know what you need. I'm going to build you what you need.
Yeah.
I could care less if we got the world's most intuitive, newest. That ain't about to help my sister down here get
Period.
no more clients. They're like, that $5
Right.
website that do all that is
Period.
about to help her bring in no clients. So you can keep that. We're going to build her
Yeah.
something that looks great. It's going to have her customized, and we're not going to build no templates. You're going to know that it was hand built. Like, I mean, it's hard to explain because I'm doing stuff so different than what most people doing in my industry. So it's going to
Yeah.
sound crazy. Like, now, I done had, how rappers had beef with other rappers. I be having beef with other marketers. We be
Not
going at it like,
website developer beef.
Not the web, not the
yeah, we go at
IT
it.
be baby.
Whoa.
What?
Yeah, we
Whoa.
go at it.
Whoa. Wait.
Wait till
Wait.
our IT Coco moms hear about that. Wait till they
Wait.
hear about that.
Wait, let me find out. Okay, can we get a
Let me
versus?
take out Coco.
Can we get a versus between Charles Maddox and
Anybody.
ABC? What you say? Put
Anybody.
me up against any. You like Jada
Anybody.
Kiss right now. You sound
Well,
like
yeah, I
Jada right
mean,
now.
not on everything, but when they come on marketing, like, when, like I said, like, like when people lay down and, you play ball, you a baller, and you go home and watch Jordan and LeBron and you study tape. I'm studying marketing. I'm studying how Nike became the world's best marketing. Like, I'm studying how Steve Jobs built the company from zero to up to back to zero, back to $1 trillion. Like, this is the stuff that intrigues me. I can't, like, I don't know. This is what I love. You know what I mean? So it's easy for me to feel confident, like, because I know that even most professionals, even if they went to school longer than I did for what I did, like, you went to school and you got out of class, you went to go play, you went to go do this, you went to go that. When I finished studying, I went and tried to go. When I finished studying analytics, I went on Google Analytics and tried to see if I could start an account. When I finished that, I tried to use one of my friends' little businesses and try to run ads. Like, and this was because it was fun to see my
Yes.
stuff pop up on the internet to say, yo, look what I did. It wasn't because, you know what I mean? Like, it was coming from a place of, like, really wanting to see how this all works. Like, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
like, when that other person that probably really good, got that higher GPA than me, that's fine. But you don't love it like I do. You just do this because you have to. It's your 9 to 5. So that's a difference. And that's why I probably offer so much more.
Yeah. But it comes through. What you about to say, T?
That I'm about to call and make my appointment
Right.
because
That was going
DPX
to be my
needs
question.
you. I need
Yeah,
you. Look, Kia said, don't ignore the scars need you. Like you got
a lot of
at least
people.
3 clients just right now.
Right.
Yeah,
New
I love it.
a
clients,
lot of people.
at least
And
3 new clients. So when you see my name, can you put me at the top of your list though first? Because I asked first.
All right, got you. I got
so
you. I'm gonna take care of y'all. I promise.
and I want to stress the fact that the reason, again, Charles and his team are extremely engaging. Okay. All we did was reach out and was like, hey, our community needs to know about what you're doing, the importance of having, a digital presence, an intentional
Yeah.
digital presence. Would you mind coming on, and sharing that? Yup. It wasn't no, well, wait, let me go see how many followers do y'all have. Well,
No.
wait, who else have you had on? Well, wait, did I do your website or did somebody else do your website? Hold on, we got a Coco Kid situation. Sorry, excuse me.
That's cool.
But it was about, yeah, I want to share. I want to make sure that the community knows that I'm here. And that's what we need. That's what we talked about earlier today with Nina.
Yeah.
That's what she does. Even outside of Coco Life Black, we each have our own other initiatives that pour
Right.
into the community. And so what you're saying is true. We got a fight going on in the chat between like they
I see
battling
they
who gonna get the
hilarious.
first appointment. Listen, Charles, it is so, our hearts are warmed just because you decided to
Yeah.
bless us with this information,
Appreciate
with
y'all.
Yeah.
your presence. Like truly, truly,
Yeah.
truly. T, what other as we get ready to write, hey MJ, what other any
Right.
other digital questions or thoughts that you may have that you just want to lift up before we let Charles get back to his busy day? We know.
Listen, I ain't got nothing. All I know is I should have put an ink pen and wrote on my hand or something. So
That's
I'm gonna
okay.
have to watch the replay
Yep.
to see what I missed because when I jumped in, he was already giving out all them nuggets, and I need to go back with my bucket and collect them because Kia missed some too. So I got to
We
watch
gonna
it
we
back
gonna host
before
a
Kia.
playback, a watch party. We gonna watch it together
But all I
because
know is
yeah.
all I know is
Y'all-
that I call myself the queen of shaking stuff up. And so I hear what you doing is shaking stuff over there in your market
Right.
Yeah.
and teaching people how to market and do the website and how imperative that it is that it represent the business that you're trying to get folks to see.
Yep.
Hey,
That's
you
it.
keep shaking stuff up over there, and I'm bringing
Yeah.
my shake up stuff over there with you, so
Right.
we can just shake it up all the way
And we gonna
around
shake and bake.
and we're gonna make sure that our community rock
Right.
with you because we
Yeah.
appreciate you, like Alexia was saying, giving in of your time because we see your posting notes. We know you're busy,
Right. Right.
but you up with us on a
He got
Saturday
his tie
when
on already. Okay. He
girl,
got the
and he
best.
got a little mic. I done been nosy. I done seen all his computers and stuff in the background. So we know he busy. And so he done took that time to come and sit with us to share what he's doing so that we can support you as part of our community. So
Yeah.
listen, we appreciate you, brother. I'm definitely gonna
Yeah.
be sending my information
Me
and
too.
my friend request. I'm gonna be playing in your inbox. Hold on, kid. What you said? No
No worries.
worries.
We will brief me. Oh, yeah, he will brief me when I meet with him first.
She is good. She is
Listen,
disrespectful. Kick her out of this group.
I can't, and I'm not kicking out our Regal Coco mom. Yeah, I'm very impressed too, and I see why
Yes.
Thank you.
Saad took to you so
Right.
well because you come correct. And
Yes.
it's like come correct or don't come at all, and you
Yeah. And he
absolutely
showed up.
have enlightened us in this short period of time. You have absolutely enlightened us. We thank you. For those who may just be tuning in, we are just wrapping up an amazing conversation that we had about the importance of websites for your brand with the Charles Maddox. I have him tagged below. We are here for all of it. Okay, he's going to make
All of it.
sure that our businesses are able to compete at the best levels that we need to be able to compete in, not with other people, but with our greatness that we want to be able to achieve. So
And he said you ain't gonna have to worry about the compliance part because he already gonna
he
make
got
sure
it.
you are up to par with compliance. It ain't gonna be going back, Charles. I need this fee. Ain't no check-in. I already
Just
know that
call yo,
you
Charles.
good.
They talking crazy. Just to say
Listen,
that. Just say they talking crazy.
but I
Just let
love
them
what he
know.
said too. And if I don't know, I'll fix it. Like,
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah,
Come
okay,
that's
on,
my job.
you're not gonna get that service
That's what I
nowhere
say.
else.
You know what I mean? Like
nope.
it's not your job to worry about that stuff. It's my job. So
This
What's
is
up,
world
Tony?
class.
Good morning.
Any final words that you got, Charles, that you just want to leave us with as we seek to
Right,
continue
CJ
following
Venton.
your journey and keep up,
right.
even as you develop your team? Or, hey, listen, he said he's developing a team. So if you are
Period.
great at what you do, and you want to come alongside someone, and you want to work with someone that you know has the customer's experience, the customer and the client's best interest at heart, you need to connect with him, because he's going to make sure that everything is done A-class, A1 from day one.
Yep, and
Thank
look,
you.
Tony up here with Up Close and Personal.
Come
She
on.
joined. She got a new business. Look, we got 4 people fighting for your
Y'all send
time.
me them DMs and
What you say?
let me take care of y'all. Send me all y'all got. I'll
She
take
said
care of
slide in
it.
that
Just for
DM to
sure.
make them appointments.
Come
Right,
on,
right.
make the appointments.
Yeah.
And if you're interested, you know, in pursuing a career, and because you have interest and you can do it, Charles is building a team. So he may be able to, you know, you may be able to get on squad. You never know.
Yeah, because I
But
got plenty
Period.
of positions like in digital marketing is plenty, like even if you just good at using TikTok, like that's a social media manager that we really need.
oh, let me get my resume. Let me get my resume
I mean,
together.
kids can be done.
How
I
that
mean,
TikTok?
digital marketing, it goes to everybody. We can get into that. But look, I want to say thank you for having me here. I appreciate y'all. Y'all some dope women, man. Like y'all are great at what y'all do. Like it's my job to start people, help develop other people's brands from the beginning, right? So as I
Yeah.
come on, and like I look at even as a digital marketer, I even look at social media and stuff different. I don't even consume stuff the way I think that every person do, like, right? Because if you're looking at TV and you see an ad, you probably just pass through it. Me, I'm gonna consume that ad because I'm consuming what you
Right.
wrote, how they made you feel, because I'm building ads, right? So
Yeah.
when I'm looking at y'all podcast and and our live, and I'm listening to us talk, I'm watching how you are as a host, how y'all keep the conversation going, and then how we engaging with the people that come on here, how y'all writing your stuff, how y'all getting your stuff pinned. Like all of these are small things that a person needs to have on their stuff. So I really noticed everything from how you got your partner in here to help keep the conversation engaging, get more information, and keep, that's your other brand partner. So you need that. It's all these small things that actually make a big difference. And again, like one of the things I noticed, and we was having some great conversation, even with our lives being up or down, like because we all know really, because when you hang up, you know what you're gonna do with this video. It's not the only time. It's not really even the main thing, right? The whole point is just to record this, go live so people can see it, but we really want to just use this to chop and put out later, right?
The top of
So
screws.
like I'm noticing
Yep.
all the stuff that y'all already doing, right? Y'all some great paths. I mean, to be honest with you, I got a lot of people that could probably learn from y'all. Like it's all about going for it. And I just want to say kudos to y'all, because I can't help it. I look at people and the first thing I can do is analyze what they got going on. Y'all dope. I'm definitely looking forward to coming back. So please make sure y'all give me another
We
invite.
about to have a whole segment. Listen, we about to have a
Let's do a
whole chat
segment.
chat
I
with
got my
Charles.
Rodecaster Pro right here. Y'all, we can whatever. Y'all can even, I can even pull up one day, or y'all can pull up. We can do some
Where
live
you
calls. You
at?
never know. You
Where
know
you
what I mean?
at?
I'm willing.
He
So
in Philly.
this is dope. Yeah.
Oh,
We pulling up. He right
listen,
around the corner.
95 North is familiar with my toll route.
Right. He familiar. What you say? Your Easy Pass know that. Your Easy Pass know
Easy
that
Pass, no.
exchange.
Oh, we going up again. Let me go ahead and restore.
Listen,
Restore.
we are doing some major things in the Germantown area at Maplewood Mall. That's where we have space at too. So yes, meet
Yes.
up wherever we need to are great. Charles, this is definitely the
TPX,
beginning.
baby.
This is the beginning. Yes, we're
Yes,
gonna have
yes.
a whole. Can you imagine like doing a whole experience event just around what Charles is talking about making sure that your brand is represented? Oh, it's so much more to come, y'all. Those of you who are watching the playback, you better make sure
Right.
you catch the
Look
next
at Kia.
live, because
We in
we be
Philly
having a
every
ball.
weekend.
Right.
See?
Come on,
Right.
Kia.
What do you
Come
say?
on.
Pull
You
up
know you got a
on
palette.
me. Pull up
Pull up on me.
on me.
I'm going to be waiting at the door.
Be
I'm going to
like,
be at the
what they
door.
say? We
Right.
love
All
y'all
right.
so much. We appreciate y'all for rocking out with us. Thank you so much again, Charles, for joining. It is your
Yes.
Coco Mom Evolved, and
Your CBT Coco Mom. Y'all already know. Follow us everywhere. Coco Life Black. Follow us over here on Instagram. Subscribe, like, share, comment on our YouTube channel. And
yup.
listen, take care of yourself.
Right.
Self-care Saturday. The day just started. Do something for yourself so you can love up on yourself. And maintenance is not self-care. We learned that a couple weeks ago. So
Yeah.
take care
Yeah.
of yourself. Be good to yourself so yourself can be good back to you.
Amen. With that, y'all, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We out.
We
Peace.
Peace,
out.
love, and
Thanks,
hair
y'all.
grease.